I want to interview other indie filmmakers, actors, crew, any creative people really. And I'm not interested in people who have already made it. I want to talk to people who are struggling to survive, creatively, emotionally, financially. And if I expect people to answer my questions, it's only right I should answer them for myself first. Before I became an actor and then a filmmaker, I never considered myself a creative or artistic person, but I certainly do now. I look at things differently now. I see stories everywhere, and as long as I can, I'll keep making films. It's in my DNA now. My relationships with my family and friends have only strengthened since becoming an indie filmmaker. They see how happy it makes me. They see my sense of purpose. And it's a great comfort for me knowing that they are behind me. Being an indie filmmaker and an actor is incredibly financially challenging, but I'm okay with that. I live very simply to allow myself the best opportunity to be able to try and make films. So no gym memberships, rarely go out, don't buy clothes or anything really. If I'm going to spend money, it tends to be on filmmaking things. I haven't been on a holiday since I don't know when. One regret I do have is that I wish I could travel to see my family more. The first time I felt particularly proud was when my first short film, The Beast Next Door, was completed. It was my first time filmmaking, and I just felt such a sense of achievement and pride of just being able to do it. And every time now I finish a film, I feel a sense of amazement. Being an indie filmmaker is incredibly financially challenging, so you have to really love what you're doing. Acting work helps sometimes, and I've done a myriad of temporary jobs over the years. But I find that my baseline is to live very simply, and that helps a lot. And I find that exercise is a great stress relief. I actually believe that resilience and perseverance are a prerequisite for an indie filmmaker. There are going to be so many challenges: financial, creative, emotional, it's a roller coaster, practical, and this is in general. And when you're making films, these things are going to come at you at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and you're going to have to make compromises that you hate making just to keep things moving forward and to get the film made. So without resilience and perseverance, you won't last long. The truth is that my creative ambitions trump my financial stability and, to an extent, my personal well-being. But pursuing my creative ambitions actually makes me feel fantastic, so it contributes to my personal well-being as well. My financial stability, that's a whole different question, but when I headed down this path, I knew that it would not be a smooth ride. When you make a film, it's like you're creating a worldview within that film. And each film has its own worldview, because each film is trying to say something. It's raising an issue, asking a question, making a statement, and it's forcing you to look at things in a slightly different way. And the more you do it, the more you expand your worldview, and you see things differently. You see stories everywhere. And I think that that's helped me as a storyteller and a filmmaker. Community support is not something which I've really engaged in much, to be honest. I'm an introvert, so I find it difficult to go to those gatherings of other filmmakers and things like that. It just doesn't come naturally. But I probably should try and do more of it. I won't lie. When I started out, I had idealistic views of success, be it financial or recognition-wise. But you soon realize that working with a great team on a great story and actually getting the film finished is an enormous achievement, and that's how I measure success now. Because everything after that, whether you get distribution or you get into film festivals or anything like that, is all out of your control. But the making of the film and the people you work with, that's fantastic. I hope to see you on the next one.